I think the industry will definitely adjust to higher interest rates. It's going to make cap rates go higher, which they can afford to do, and you can still have sales because cap rates were insanely low, and people will still make a lot of money on the sell side. You also have a lot of people with dry equity powder that don't need debt at all. I worked on a deal that closed in the Northwest recently, $730 million, no debt at all. So I think there's a lot of players with dry powder. They don't need debt, and you can have a little bit of cap rate growth and handle the growth in debt. So I think it's going to completely adjust.
Sure, interest rates are, I think, the headwind that is causing me and everybody in the industry to see a slowdown coming. And there's certain types of debt that are way off, CMBS, for example. And of course, it is real important to buyers and sellers, too. But again, we're still seeing a lot of people buying because, inflation's driving up interest rates, but it's also driving up rents.
Yes, I think the industry is going to adjust, and there will be repricing that will occur in terms of how properties are going to be valued, what a rising interest rate environment means in terms of cap rates and investment expectations and returns. And so the question in my mind is sort of how long it's going to take to make that adjustment.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the reasons we're seeing deals go sideways right now is because of interest rates, and it always seems to take sellers about 6 months to adjust to the fact that they're not going to get as much money for their property as they were used to getting.
Yes, they will. For those assets that have assumable loans, we'll continue to see a decent amount of velocity in sales. For those assets that do not have low interest assumable loans and refinancing is going to be required, then I think there's going to have to be some price adjustment. It may take a few months for the bid and the ask to realign, if you will. But there's a lot of capital on the sidelines, and people are just going to have to be patient while we work through this. Interest rates are going to be very important, but I think the whole inflationary dynamic will also self-solve through the curing of the supply chain issues as well.
The industry has no choice but to adjust. Luckily, there's a lot of dry gunpowder in equity to make up for the shortfall. So far, we're still extremely busy.